In. We're about to get started. And if you haven't already, tuned in and checked out Spankn New Music, all platforms, iTunes, Spotify. This is my first single I released in 2020, Tired. It's done pretty decent for independent artists like myself. I don't have no backing from the major labels and all of this stuff. Met some great artists in my time, from your Dame Dashes to like Lords of the Underground. I don't know about that. Well, Styles P, Conway the Machine. I met some artists, Pun. Of course, Pun. You know what I'm saying? I got Pun autograph in the crib in the frame. You know about Pun. You know what I mean? But y'all, check this out. This is what we're doing today. I've been securing deals in these different markets, right? And some of these markets I don't have my own buyers. I've been basically securing the deals off of the disposition team that I've been working with. So they have the buyers in this area and so on and so forth, which is cool, right? Here's the sad or bad. Well, not sad or bad. Here's the dilemma for me. I had 2 cash deals locked under what they recommended, and they couldn't secure buyers in those markets as they said they would. So in return, I ended up canceling the contracts because I didn't want to get stuck holding the bag. I didn't want to get stuck holding the bag with. I think my sweater's a little chilly in this month. With the earnest money deposit, I didn't want to get stuck having to pay that. So, in return, just hit my link on my Instagram page. A matter of fact, I'm gonna add my link. I think it is on my YouTube. I'm just not sure, but in my description, man, to purchase your own Spankn New Music apparel. But yeah, I ain't want to get stuck holding the bag with the earnest money, so I let it go. But in true entrepreneur fashion, when I started this business, I started my own buyer relationship, my own everything. So I know how to do that too. But, I was working with another company, making it a little easier. So in return, you split the wholesale fee with them too, right? Which is how it's supposed to go. All right. But now we're gonna go ahead today. Today I called one buyer in this new market, and he just purchased a property less than a year ago in this market. And how do I find that out? I use PropStream, and I just run a quick cash buyers list. That means people who bought property for cash within the last year. So I call that list and just holler at the buyer straight up. Like this morning, for instance, I called George, and I'm like, "Hey, this is Daryl Shepard. I'm just calling to speak to George." And he goes, "This is George. Hey, George, I'm calling on behalf of my company, and we're looking to connect with some buyers in the market who may be interested in seller financing deals they may want to pick up." I stay quiet after that. I let him talk. At that point, he let me know, yeah, I may be interested in that for sure. But right now, I'm out of the country. Can we get back on the line? So I'm like, sure. When's a better time for you? I'll be back in the country next week. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll call you back Monday. So we rescheduled for a call on Monday. So that's one buyer in this market. But just to show you how easy it is to connect with buyers in any market. And another good thing is you know what to buy. All right, I ain't used PropStream in a while, and okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. So let's get back to this list of buyers I have. I shouldn't put what's the name in here. Any which way, this is perfect. All right, so what I do now is I take this list and I run it against TruePeopleSearch.com. That's exactly how I got in touch with that buyer this morning. I pulled his number off of TruePeopleSearch.com and I just gave him a call. So nothing special or anything like that. And that's free. You don't have to pay for that. It's free. So everything that I'm doing right now, only thing that's paid for is the prop stream. The prop stream is paid for. I don't have a free trial for you for prop stream right now, but I do have a free trial for not Batch Leads. What is it? Deal Machine. Yes, Deal Machine is cool too because you get skip traces built in it. So when you build your list and you get a list, you have the numbers with it. What's going on, AJ? What's going on, Juice World? How's everybody doing today, man? But definitely, please like, subscribe, man. That's what I'm here for. I'm trying to give out free game at the end of the day. Free game to anybody who want to get it. So today we reaching out to these buyers. So let's do that. True People Search. Let me pull that up real quick. $100% free, guys. All right, so the first person we pulling up right now, the way I like to do it is I like to pull up their address and then find their name on that address versus looking up the name. Because there'll be a lot of people with that name, but not a lot of people with that name at the address, if that makes sense. So right now, I wonder if I can show this to y'all because this is public record. All right, so bad news is I don't see her name listed at this address. But there's two names, there's a Donald and a Jennifer. Is Donald listed? I don't even see a Donald listed. All right, so now at this point, guys, I'm gonna check the name. And she got a generic name, Jennifer Smith. Oh my goodness, that is so generic. How many of those would I find? Let's see. A lot. 13. Not bad. I thought it would be more. Out of the 13, I see 2 in Louisville. I'm gonna go with this one first. Let me see if the address, what we got? St. Matthews. Is that listed as a previous address? Nope. I don't see it on here. All right, so what I'm gonna do I see a number? I do see a number. Let's just call her.
Sorry I missed your call. Leave me a message and I'll call you back.
Hey, this is Daryl Shepard with BTX Homes. We were calling to reach a Jennifer or Donald. We have opportunities for seller finance deals in the Louis, Kentucky area, and just not sure if this is the right Jennifer, but we're reaching out. My number, either way, is 919-307-9809. If this is the correct number, please let me know. Thanks.
To replay your message, press 1. To continue recording, your message has been sent. Thanks.
All right, if that's the right person, that call is back. If not, whoa. And yeah, I'll be freestyling my voicemail, so I don't have no scripts I follow. I am my script. All right, let's keep it moving though. Let me see if I can find Donald. He has a middle name, a middle initial, so that might help. Oops, gotta switch that around. What the? It didn't take the first time, but then it came. What to say? All right, so we got 3 records with this one. One of them is 101 years old, so I doubt that one's gonna be active. But one of these may be his son. Just checking the addresses to make sure that none of his previous addresses match the one that I have on my file right now. That just kind of extra confirms whether or not I have the right person. All right, let's go. Man, type in the chat if y'all can hear the phone call okay. Let me know.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, this message is for Donald. My name is Gerald Shepard with BTX Homes. We're reaching out to see if you may be interested in properties in the Louisville, Kentucky area. Our number to be reached is 919-307-9809. Hope all is well. Talk with you soon. Could be. Maybe, maybe not. But we're gonna move on. This one's an LLC. Hold on, guys. I have a certain website I go to for LLCs called Open Corporate. Looks like this may be it. Right there. And we signed into this bad boy. All right, let me log into my Open Corporates real quick. Give me a second. That don't work. What the stuff? All right. This is the only other thing I could think of. That's what it was. All right, so cool. So now I'm looking up this next owner. This is LLC, HT Group. That's so funny. Growing up in New York, as you know, graffiti writer, you know, I grew up in that era. And I was a part of a crew called HT. All right, cool. Maybe, hopefully, we could get a person like we did today. Aye. Group LLC. I'm not looking for anything else other than that. There's a lot of. Okay. Skip some of these. I'm trying to get to the G's. All right, cool. I got to the G's. We got one in Puerto Rico, and one in the United States, one in Oregon, one in Illinois, one in Oklahoma, one in Pennsylvania. Aye. Then we got some inactive ones. Then we got one in Ohio. Then we got one. Where is this property at that we're looking at? That will help, right? I know we are in. Okay. We're in Kentucky. We don't have nothing in Kentucky, guys. And then we out of the G's. We even got North Carolina. Damn it, man. Okay, guys. When it hits like these, I don't put too much emphasis in this bad boy. Keeps it moving. That's like, there's easier buyers to locate. These are like buyers that don't want to be located. Like they're undercover. Like don't call me. I mean, if you're gonna contact these buyers, you may want to mail them something. And that way, if they are interested, they'll reach back out. Good morning. Getting them on the line may be a challenge. All right, so now we got TC Capital. It's a lot of them too, guys. No periods, just TC. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Got one. I think this is a farm family limited partnership. You know, I used to be afraid of trust, like not afraid of it. I just didn't understand it, and would never call them or reach out to them. I think they'll be interested in selling and. 10 months. Okay, cool. Let me see if this pulls up. I don't even think this is gonna pull up there. But we don't know until we try, right? We don't know until we try. Whoa. It came up. Maurice Sweeney.
I ain't my own though, but I fly down and give me a big head every now and then. How you doing?
Hi.
Good. Good to see you, Zach. Good. It's young trees. All right, I'll take care of that.
Cool.
All right, Mr. Mike. Thank you again.
I appreciate everything.
I wanted to push that lady down.
Yeah, we pushed it. We got that taken care of.
All right, let's see. What's the name again? Oh, it was
sale.
Trust. Likewise.
Thank you, sir.
It was Maurice. So we looking for Maurice. We found him. And he's 70 years old. He's still buying properties. That's what's up. What's up? How can I help you?
These says blessed day. Have a blessed day.
Yes. You finished both of your books yet? How many pages you doing today?
3.
Oh my goodness, you the boss, man. You are the boss. I think I gotta go change your birth certificate to Bossman Lennox. Gotta change it. What y'all think? Yeah? I think so. Appreciate that, appreciate that. All right, man. I'm about to make a coffee like my wife do. This is all her creamer stuff that she uses at the house. I kind of be liking the French vanilla. I ain't going front. No sugar. This is enough sugar right here. Okay, now we can put some coffee in this butter bowl. Of course, the one I'm making is going low. All right, so yeah, man, I'm just making a quick cup of coffee. Hold on one second. I'm not supposed to be drinking this, so my son probably gonna be talking crap to me. Oh my goodness. No. I need something. That's why I like my French vanilla creamer.
Hello, you've reached the Sweeney's residence. Please leave your message at the sign of the tone. Thanks and have a blessed day.
Yes, good day. My name is Daryl Shepard. I'm calling on behalf of BTX Homes LLC. We was calling to speak to Marie Sweeney. We wanted to see if you guys may be interested in property in the Louisville, Kentucky area. If so, we just wanted to connect with you. My number to be reached is 919-307-9809. Again, my name is Daryl Shepard, and I look forward to speaking. Have a great day. All right, we got the Sweeney residence. We know we got the right place. We left the message to the right place. So that's good. They call us back, then they get added into the system. That's a buy for the area. But as of right now, let's keep it moving. What was that? Preston. I don't have a lot of these in this area. To be honest, with this criteria that I picked, it's only like 28 of them or something like that. No, 24. So it was only 24 cash sales within the last year in this area. That's what that means. Close that. I don't need that anymore. All right, cool. We're looking up another LLC. Hopefully we can find the last one was way easier. It was the only one named that. And I think it's because it was a trust, which makes sense. But this one is our first. And the crazy thing is, y'all showing me everything else. Not our first circle, not our first rodeo, our baby's first image. Like, this is not what I typed in. I typed in our first LLC. This is weird. It's the first time I ever put in an LLC like that, and I don't see it. But they put in a variation of it. Matter of fact, hold up. Exact. Wait, don't, yeah, exclude inactive. Match name, starting, yeah. Fields, company include, branches, nonprofit, so go. Oh, wow. That brought it up. So maybe I need to mess with the, I need to mess with the filters on here. Instead of just looking straight through it like that. I learn something new every day. Let's look up Tracy. Hold up. Yeah, let's look up the address, not her name. Tracy. Let's give her a call, guys.
We're sorry.
No, you're not. If it ain't this one or the next one, I don't think we're gonna have it, guys.
We're sorry.
Yep. This is the last one. It's two more, but I'm just telling you, if it ain't the first three numbers, they usually don't have the right numbers listed. You can always pay for it, skip tracing, but that's rolling the dice because you can pay for it and they give you these same numbers.
The number you called, 8163222.
Ain't working. Hopefully this landline is working. I mean, it's wireless. I'm sorry. Let's see.
Hello.
Yes, this is Daryl Shepard. I was calling to speak to Tracy.
This is not Tracy's number. Please take this off your list.
Will do. Thank you.
Thanks.
Not Tracy, jumbo on that. Guess we got the numbers for Tracy. This is interesting because the property I'm looking at is on the same street and it's similar. Beds and baths, square footage. So, chances are Dominique may be also interested in ours. He just got this one 4 months ago. I'm sorry, guys. I saw his name. But he's 21 years old. But it's a junior. No, it's not. It has a J in it. And the one that we should have listed don't have a J. So I'm just making sure I don't see one listed without a J. I don't. So we about to call him. I ain't call him. He don't got the numbers listed. You gotta love that. When they ain't got no numbers listed. What do we do? One last thing we do. Don't look up the name. $205. Let's try to narrow that name down into an area. Give us 2. Wingfield. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not calling the other one. I just realized the previous address on the 21-year-old is linked to the address.
Thank you.
Let me make sure it's everything here. And make sure this is everything.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Okay.
it. Yeah.
It's 4 pages.
Yeah. We have 4.
Where did you go to print? Where did you?
I just go here. I just open the document.
So let's do this.
Only because
I just read the right thing.
Did you do
Okay.
Control P?
Sure.
So what did you do to print?
I go here and just read this.
Hit print.
This
Hit print from. And then keep it on one side. Keep it.
Uh-huh.
And just hit print. Let me see something.
all right, so now I'm basically just what I decided to do since he's on the same street as the subject property I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I'm sending him a letter. Can't get him on the
You
line.
should be printing a lot because I think you're printing all of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's all of it now.
You're the best.
You're welcome.
Okay. What you talking? Alright, I think I'm gonna do this in Amber. Bless you.
Thank you.
My allergy, man.
What you said?
It's time to, I think it's gonna be time to pay for your splash line again soon. I gotta see.
Do you got batteries?
Not yet. I thought mommy was gonna get them when she went to that store yesterday. I don't know. She probably forgot. What's today? 29. All my information is there. Cool.
Can I work on this? Can I work on this?
Yeah. I'm gonna take all of this. And paste it in here, period. The whole thing. Alright. So I'm gonna slide it down a little bit. Paste. See how easy it is in here in Canva? I've been trying to do all this extra stuff in Windows, Google Docs. Yeah, I'm already done. All right, I hope this message finds you well. I'm reaching now on behalf of BTX Home Solutions to see if you might be interested in picking up solar finance or subject to bills, both on and off market in the Louisville, Kentucky. 4023A. If this is something you'd like to explore or discuss further, feel free to give us a call. We'll be glad to connect and see if there's a fit. Looking forward to speaking with you soon. Best regards. There we go. Here go my letter. I'll show you my letter. You professional? All right. We're gonna move on. You got my letter? Be right back. Okay. I will be reprinting this from my home office. Not the best quality in my opinion. But also remind that I sent that out today. Keep moving, y'all. What's the names again? Adriana and Isaac. But Isaac. That won't work. What y'all think? This number definitely don't work. Too many sixes, ones, and fours.
Hi, you have reached Gabrielle Robertson, social spokesperson for Oxford Auto Group.
That's not it. You looking for Isaac?
We're sorry.
Let's go. All right, what was the girl's name? PG, I don't know. See if we can find her. No luck, guys. Let's look up her name since she's not so easy to locate. Hey. No record? Oh, that's why. Hold on. Try that again. Still nothing. Let me see something. Yeah, I'm good.
The wireless customer you are calling is not available. Please try again later.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 502441987 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is Daryl Shepard. I'm calling for Timothy. This call is in regards to seller finances subject to deals. Just wanted to see if that would be something you would be interested in picking up in the Louisville, Kentucky area. Our number to be reached is 919-307-9809. Talk with you shortly.
If you are satisfied, you have pressed an incorrect to send your message with thank you.
I don't know if that was the right number. I'm still at 4 more numbers. But after the first 3, the likelihood gets less and less.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 502441987 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yes, this is Daryl Shepard. This message is for Timothy. Just reaching out to see if you would be interested in deals in Louisville, Kentucky, 40203 zip code to be exact. I could be reached at 919-307-9809. Hope all is well.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to send your message. Thank you.
Hello, this is Marston's residence. Hello.
Yes, hello, this is Daryl Shepard. I'm not sure I got the right number. I was looking for Timothy Maddox.
No, you have the wrong number.
I'm so sorry. Thank you. Okay, told me. Get past that third number, the likeliness is going down and down and down. So for that, might get a letter today too, why not? I didn't catch that. Let me see. What address did I look up for him? I think I used this address. Not this address. Here. Let's try. Who knows? It's got to try sometime.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 502-681-6886 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is Daryl Shepard. This message is for Timothy Maddox. We're reaching out on behalf of VCX Homes to see if you would be interested in picking up deals in the Louisville, Kentucky area. If so, we can be reached at 919-307-9809. Feel free to text us as well. Look forward to speaking. Have an amazing day.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to to send your message with normal delivery, press 1. Thank you. Your message has been sent.
Yo, when I tell you I didn't know what it was to do, what it was for so long, I'm still learning. And it's a game that I've been in for 10 years. I've had massive success and everything, but I'm still learning. I don't know, something about that one makes me feel like that was the right one. I don't know why. Okay, let's try them. Is he in Florida?
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been...
I don't think this one's gonna ring. All right, they're not answering. It don't even work. There's no way in hell. Could it be this? Now it's frozen. Oh my goodness. Reboot, please. It won't. All right, how about this? Let's try that again. Reboot. It should be moving, though. It got stuck. I had to restart the whole thing just now. So let's see. We gotta call it back one last time. Just give it a quick call. Last time we got stuck. Gotta double check.
Hello?
Hey, this is Daryl Shepherd. I was calling to speak to Kyle. Hello?
Sorry, who's this?
Yes, my name's Daryl Shepherd. Is this Kyle?
Are you asking for Kyle?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, you have the wrong number.
All right, sorry about that.
No worries.
All right. Is he doing it again? He's doing it again. What is going on with Google Voice today?
We're sorry.
But it's like, why I gotta keep the double down in the numbers? What's going on? Either which way. That was it for Kyle. But we still got one more here. Now the page doesn't feel funny. So it may be something with the internet here. Yep. Something with the internet here. That's weird. Why when I go to my page, the thing is not lit up, letting people know like, hey, this person's live right now. That's what I want to know. It's your question, right? This is so weird. Anyway, I'm wasting time. My bad. I see why I was acting stupid. I had another name. Why am I still looking up? Different outcome for that. I was looking up Timothy, but I get a way different outcome when I look up him. Let's narrow down the area because it's 142. See. See if I call these numbers. Yep. Okay. So we have some listed here that we didn't call that was not listed under other name. So we're gonna call.
By wireless subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Oh well. We can move on now. I was doing backwards, so I just wanted to check that. I gotta look up a trust. Nothing came up. But I did get some names. Charles Edward and Linnell Edwards is linked to the mailing address for Jasper McCaffrey Edwards Special Needs Trust. Edwards. So did I find the right people? I think we did. Charles and Linnell Edwards. Let's give them a call. Give them a shout out. Hannah, Lauren, Linnell, Jasper, Russ. I think it was Charles. Charles is older. Charles looks like he's in his 90s. And Linnell looks younger. No offense. We're gonna give Linnell a call first because Linnell's 60. So Linnell may be Charles's daughter, I reckon. Let's give her a call. Not to verify paternity or anything like that, but you know, just to see if it's the right person and if they want to buy deals in Kentucky. Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 50243200005 is not available. Record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up
I tried to
or
turn that
press
number off.
for more options.
Yes, this is Daryl Shepard. This message is for Linnell Edwards. We're reaching out in regards to properties and seller finance opportunities in the Louisville, Kentucky area. Not sure if that's something you would be interested in. If so, I can be reached at 919-307-9809. Again, my name is Daryl Shepard, and I hope all is well. Talk with you shortly.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. To send your message, thank you.
Yeah, I don't log any of these buyers into my system until we speak. Then we speak, form a relationship, then I'll add them in. But I'm all set with these buyers. I'm just making calls right now. Everybody's not gonna call you back. And I don't own a database full of people who I never spoke to. And when it comes to the buyers, I want buyers in there that I already got a relationship with. We spoken type deal, you know? 2, and you put 3. Okay. Okay, I ain't bugging. I don't think these are right. The zip code switched. The area code for the numbers. I don't know what's up with Google today, which is weird. I never have to do this.
I'm sorry.
I already knew. Last number.
I'm sorry.
All right, guys. We're moving on from the now. Charles, oh, he's older, remember? So let's see if Charles got some numbers we haven't called. And he's 100 years old or 90 or something like that. 93. So in 7 years, he would be 100. So it's kind of crazy, all of the things in life you take for granted and deal with in your younger years, and not understanding that life is all about time passing us daily. So with that time passing you daily, your time will one day run out. Everyone's time does. Think about all the ancient civilizations and people that once lived here who time ran out. And you care about things that probably ain't gonna matter. You worried about what people gonna remember you by here, what people gonna think of you here, what's this, that, and the third about here. And understand that this is one part of your existence. So there's something to care about more than just here in this existence. You need to care about your soul beyond here, because that's where you're gonna go after your time is up here. So maybe this time here was just a short time for you to see how you handled your life. What did you do? What decisions you made? Did you choose right? Did you choose wrong? Was you weak or was you strong? All of these different things. And then when you die, you judge upon everything you went through in this realm in existence. I don't know that for a fact. You don't know that for a fact. Who does? But when you look at life for what it is, it makes sense of all of this. What would be the point of it? Slave to mine and do work. That's an idea. But for what and for who? And for what purpose? You get it? But I don't know. I'm just here to make phone calls. All right, follow to. I don't think I called this one, but. I didn't.
you dialed is not a working number.
Oh well. Tried, y'all.
We're sorry. You have reached the number that has been disconnected.
All right. Here's the thing. It's 11:30. I'm not gonna fill my whole day with this. I'm gonna get back to this list. Another time. I know I stopped at St. Catherine Street. When I come back to it. I never signed into my polio on here. I'm probably not. I got it right here. Hey, it's pending. Congratulations. Spoke to Linda. She had the same products as everyone else. What is up with my Google Voice today? spoke to her on this number, and now the Google Voice is not calling her back. About to call for my cell phone.
Seven 407047324 is not available.
Yes, this is Daryl. How's it going? Just trying to get back in touch with you, Jesse, to talk more about the property on Adair Avenue. I did speak with the lender. She pretty much had the same products as everyone else. Unfortunately, it's the time we're in right now. Just wanted to touch base with you, though. Give me a call back at 919-307-9809. Talk with you shortly.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase it, to leave the number. That number was not specified correct. Phone number 9. To send your message, thank you.
I hate the long, drawn out voicemails. I left a voicemail on this one, but I'm gonna go call back this week. That's something we don't wanna all right. So we're gonna go into Discord real quick, guys. As we got a deal we wanna run through there. If anyone's in right now, there is. Great. You got Trent here.
Oh, yes.
So let's raise our hand.
And it's, that city is kind of high rent, so I think you're okay. Okay. Good job.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right,
Okay,
not to
buddy,
be
take
rude,
it easy.
we gotta wait our turn.
All right.
Later. Yeah, Marilyn, DM him the student help form, because that's it looks like the rents are real, so that's a good one. All right. Canada, what's up?
Kata,
I really need help with finding proof of funds.
he looks like a young kid, man.
I have a to sell a finance. I'm sending the letter of pre-approval from the Discord, and he emailed me back and he told me it was a fake letter.
Okay. It
And he's
is.
looking for a bank statement.
So he knows what's what. Yeah, Richard's got one that he lets everybody use. You have to change the date on it, I think, because it's 2024. How much is the property?
320,000.
Okay. Yeah, let's, anybody that can find that, I know that, there it is. Thanks, Rick. So right in the middle, there's your proof of funds.
Alright, that was it.
Oh, Yuri. What's do you want to go over just real quick? What's the rents? It's how?
Yeah. Alright, so at first he told me he was bringing in $3,500 a month, so I told him to send over the rent rolls, and it turns out it's only bringing in like $2,000.
Oh, well, that's gonna be tough stuff. At 300 and how much? 375?
320.
Yeah, you want it to be at least 3,200.
Oh yeah, I guess for the 1% rule, huh?
Yeah, it's just an easier way to see that it's gonna cash flow, and then
Yeah,
you go
well,
this one at.
Or you go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, at 2,000, I don't think it cash flows, but have you seen different?
Well, my terms for him, because he was open to seller financing.
Good.
I'm only giving him $500 a month, and It's been bringing in 2K a month this year, but last year it was bringing in 2,700 for 4 years.
Okay, so that last year doesn't matter because this is what's real. The 2000
Yeah.
is the real. So yeah, 500 is perfect because that's 25%, and then your down payment's 5%.
Yeah, 5%. It's like 5.4.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Yeah. But that was it. That's all I needed. So
No, that's really great. Well, I'm gonna have Marilyn send you a JV form if you want us to help you through it, and we can give you proof of funds as well. Yeah, we'll help you through it because that's as far as seller financing, that's attractive. So that's a
yeah,
good.
it's on a 9-year balloon.
Oh, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Marilyn's gonna DM that to you so you can. Yeah, be happy.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, buddy. Take it easy.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Later. All right, who's got their mic? Oh, Joel. Joel, mute your mic. Joel. There we go. All right, let's go to Silas.
Howdy, Trent.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. So yesterday, I'll keep it quick. Yesterday I got in contact with a realtor on a duplex, and conversation went well. He told me certain things such as previous offers and whatnot, and then some issues here and there with the house. I've looked at the pictures. It maybe needs some updating in certain things, but other than that, it looks pretty good. And then, I went to bed and then I woke up this morning with emails regarding a buyer agency agreement and a residential purchase agreement. I was just curious because in the email, I can read it off to you.
Yeah, the buyer agreement you don't need. Just say, "Oh, I can represent myself. Thank you."
Okay.
They want 3% more of the deal to be your agent, and you don't need an agent.
Okay. And he said sending you all the documents to sign so I can present the offer to the seller. So I was just curious before signing anything. Obviously, do I sign it? Do I not? Do I respond to email and say?
Yeah, I mean, so first of all, you're making phone calls.
Yeah. I've been making a bunch here and there, and I've got a few.
I remember your first one. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm psyched for you. That's great.
Yeah. So this would be technically this is as far as I've gotten with not a because I don't think it's a contract. It's an agreement, but it looks like a contract. So before I sign my name on anything, I wanted to hop on and figure out what.
So what you offer?
It's a duplex. It's been on the market for probably a couple hundred days. I can't remember exactly. I know it's been on there for a while. It's at 79.9. He previously said, because it's a duplex, but where it's so low, I figured cash would still be all right.
Yeah, so it's $80K. What are the rents?
The rents, so he said that there is a woman who was previously Section 8.
Just tell me the rents.
605 for one and 600 for the other.
1,200.
1,200, yeah, 1,200.
Okay, let's call it 1,200 for now. We're good.
It's monthly for that one woman, the other one's vacant.
No, okay, so now, but we know that it pulls in about 600 per, right?
Yes.
Which is great at 80K. So you're offering 80K?
No. I offered 55 flat.
Excellent. You are killing it. Okay, good. And and then what is the contract he's asking you to sign?
So I've got them pulled up on their DocuSign. So you said the buyer agency agreement, I'll just not even worry about that or reading off of that.
No, you can lightly decline it. Just say, "Oh, no, okay. Thank you so much for offering that, but I've got representation. I'm good."
Okay. And then this other one, it's a residential purchase agreement. It says agreement. Well, the only reason I'm saying it looks like a contract because it has agency disclosure, company, selling company, list company. It's got the property, street and everything. It's got, like what I said in the email, like the EMD is 1,500, purchase price 55. It has the closing attorney. It's got a bunch
Make sure That you have 15 business days to do an inspection.
Okay, so this is also another thing. There is a previous inspector who has a inspection document that I could call the inspector to get it for 200. So I didn't know once I present this to a buyer in the group, if they want to.
That you want to use your own inspector.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured.
Absolutely. Because their inspector might be a little bit biased. But make sure you have it. It's 15 business days to do that inspection.
Okay.
And make sure that it's assignable. So
yeah,
look in there and make.
On the document.
Yep, on that contract that it is assignable.
So this is considered, I guess, a contract.
Yep, that is a contract.
Okay. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I don't do too well with legal jargon, so that's why I came on here to kind of.
Here, I'll give you a trick. Copy and paste the entire thing into ChatGTP and say, I'm the buyer on this. What should I be looking out for? Are there any negative things in this contract as far as me being a buyer?
Okay.
And it will spit it out. But yeah, those are the main things. As long as it's assignable, 15 business days for the inspection, and then everything else sounds like it was correct.
Okay, and I think it's also got this RECAD agency broker services disclosure. It's got a lot of information that looks like it's also got a buyer's estimated closing agreement. So I guess this is the full contract, wouldn't it?
That sounds like the full contract. Yeah. So they're just telling you what the closing costs are. They're trying to just try to prepare you for what closing costs would be.
Okay. And now, see, the only reason I was confused about it is because he sent it over previous to sending the offer to the seller. I'm assuming still because that's what he said.
Yep.
So
while we're waiting on hold here, we're gonna go ahead and
he's already, I guess,
go online and see what deals we can find.
No, you're only going to present the offer after you sign it, and it guarantees that that's the offer. Then the seller gets to decide, oh, okay, yeah, we'll accept that offer.
Okay. Once he accepts it, okay. So say everything goes good, he sends it to the owner dots all the I's, crosses the T's. I'll then go to the cash section of the Discord and type in all that. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, then you give them the contract and they'll sell it for you.
Sounds good. All right. Well, just had a few quick questions on
I was just talking about that. They'll sell it for you. Not all the time. So that's what I was doing today.
Thank you, brother.
Making my own buyer results. And we'll continue to do that in multiple markets. I have buyers already in multiple markets.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
Trent 1 to Trent 2.
Yep. I don't know which one's which, but
actually, it's good timing. I just got off the phone, and I'm getting a contract signed today. It's like a trust acquisition type deal. It cash flows in a really nice neighborhood in Baton Rouge. So where do I send that? I go in the Discord. I can send that.
Yeah. So let me show you guys too, just real quick. The Discord changed a bunch, but if you go up to the very top and it says channels and roles, you get to decide what you want to see in the left side of your thing. So hit channels and roles, and then do browse channels. Manny showed us this yesterday. You can roll through there and you can check whatever you want to see. And that way it makes it 10 times easier. But inside there, so is it a cash deal?
No, it's like a trust acquisition deal.
Okay, cool. So you just go to, like, there's different categories in there. If you hit the, where is it? There should be a sub 2 search channel, sub 2. Okay, so even better, like, send that right to Garrett, sub 2, and then he'll help you through the rest of the deal for sure. But also there's submit deal under so weird. There's not a sub two. I guess Garrett monopolizes the sub twos. So I think you send that right to Garrett because there is no submit deal for sub two. It's all just Garrett. So he must be just handling the sub twos now.
Okay, I'll send it to Garrett once I get it signed, and then we can go from there. And then I can also just market that. Now, I didn't go through the Discord to have them fill out the contract just because I hadn't done one yet. So, can I market that on like Facebook and whatnot and fill out my stuff?
Yeah, 100%. You should, for sure.
Even with Richard Taylor's name is on it. So,
yeah, right. No, then you will run it through them afterwards. So yeah, if you find a buyer, then you take it to them and say, hey, I also found a buyer. They might even take less of a percentage if you're bringing the buyer, and then they'll just charge you for the transaction coordination.
Okay, now what I really wanted to talk about, if you have a minute with this real quick, I was doing seller finance deals yesterday, and I was calling around and just kind of shooting my shot, and I had this one property that I was just going over asking price, 0% interest, and I just want to know what you think about this offer, if there's any way I can make it better. Now, I'm not going to resubmit this offer with them, but he kind of just seemed like it was a crappy offer. So it was a duplex for $285, right?
And the rents were what?
$2,250.
Okay, so it doesn't cash flow.
But they could go higher. It needed some rehab, just about a little bit of everything, but like a roof and AC importantly. But you know, they could update the bathrooms and the kitchens. I would probably just do it as I go, and then you can get up to like $1,400, $1,500 a month per side.
But you're not getting that. So I always go with what's going on now, not what could be, because you could put in a carnival in the back too. And so, you know, I don't play the what ifs and the could be's. I go with what's going on right then. Because you personally aren't buying this, you're not gonna do those things. You know what I mean? So if you were the buyer and you were gonna go over and do all the work yourself, yeah, absolutely. Then you can predict. But you're gonna be selling this to a buyer, so it needs to cash flow. So the good thing about that is you can do the checkmate pitch with them and let them know there's no investor on the earth that will buy this property because it doesn't cash flow. And investors like things that cash flow. And so that's when you work into seller finance. So tell me where you're at. So were you doing was it gonna be seller financed or was it gonna be? Okay, good.
Well, I have been offering a low cash offer at the start.
Good.
Or sometimes they'll just say, oh yeah, we got a lot of lowball offer. Because I'll be like, oh, you know, what's been the activity on this property? Have you been getting a lot of offers on this one? And it was like, oh, a bunch of lowball offers. In my mind, I'm like, okay, well, that won't even work. So, but the taxes and insurance are $525 a month. And I calculated with the $2,250 after the point, 20% taken off the top, tax and insurance comes in at about $1,275 a month. So I offered $320,000, which is $35,000 over asking, $30,000 down payment to them, and then $500 a month, which, and then I offered, closing cost and commission. But it was the $500 a month. He's like, oh no.
Why are you offering commission?
That's just what that's how I learned it out of here. Oh, offer to pay their commission and closing costs.
Yeah, don't offer commission because commission on this, let's say 285, it could be another $17,000.
Okay.
So the seller already has a contract that says they're going to pay that commission. The commission comes out of the down payment that we're making. Okay.
Okay.
So never offer it. So at 320, which I'm fine with. I would do a $16,000 down payment. So let's go 5%.
That's kind of what they wanted was like a big down. I was trying to get them a bigger down payment, where it's still like the percentage, like the return on investment still works, because they were wanting to buy something else. So I was just kind of just making offers.
Okay, I want you to be really diligent about your offer. I want you to have a reason for every single number. So we want to go low because we have to sell this. We're not worried really about
See, the thing when you are making offers, you don't want to make high offers and then they call you back and it's trying to go and you can't move.
so we're satisfying what the
So just think about it. You want to make offers that are gonna work, that are like outlandish, that people probably won't take.
So
So when you start getting callbacks and they take them, you ain't gotta worry.
Oh, I think they wanted like $120,000 down payment.
That's insane.
You wet me, Lennox.
Yeah, like 30-40% down.
You
Which I
wet
did
me.
move on, but I wanted to make sure, and I'm glad I was coming to me.
No, I think you did everything right. You're doing fine. Just be really diligent about 5% down. Just make these your criteria. 5% down, 0% interest, right? A 10-year balloon. 10-year balloon. What else did we miss? Oh, and then the payment per month was perfect. $500 a month was great. That's 25% of their rent. It's $2,000 a month for rents, right? So with that quarter, that's $500.
Is that
Really?
Is that kind of what you go for? 25% of the rent goes to the seller?
Yeah, as a payment, absolutely. So, and then when I negotiate with them, so one thing that I didn't like is you came in at 320 pretty quickly. That was your, and Richard does that, and I know that that's how he teaches. I would come in at 285 and just see. So we can talk to him and be like, hey, I can do your purchase price. I know you're getting lowball offers, and it's because this doesn't cash flow, and so there's no investors who are going to buy this. But I'll come in, and the way I can make this work is I'm going to do it under a set of payments. If that's desirable, I'll give you your asking price, and then I'll give you $500 a month. For 10 years, you get that $500. Okay.
120 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make that sound like a good thing, not a you have to wait 10 years to get paid. You know what I mean? So it's all the way we frame it. Like I will pay you 500. You're guaranteed $500 a month for the next 10 years. Right. That's insane. That's awesome. But then if they push back and they say, well, no, we don't really like that, then you say, what if I were to give you, 300,000? I'll give you an extra 15. Then they're like, oh, wow, okay. It might be and high, and you can say, and I'll give you a little bit more on the down payment. We don't really care what the down payment is as much because that's money that's going right towards paying for the house. The big thing we wanted to adjust, and the only thing I like to adjust is the purchase price. Because if you run your calculator and you add $10,000 like 3 or 4 times to $50,000, you'll see that it doesn't change much.
Yeah.
Because we're doing it at 0%. And that 0% financing is huge.
Yeah, that's what I've been going for is 0% financing.
But we never advertise that. We don't throw that out too much. But when they say, wait a minute, where's the interest rate? You say, well, I'm gonna give you over your purchase price so you get that interest up front. Now that interest ends up being 0.0017%.
Yeah.
And people don't do the math, and so if they were to do the math, they'd recognize everything and they'd understand it. But they don't. They're looking at, oh sweet, we asked for 285 and we got 300 or 305. But go in increments. Don't throw everything at them at once.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
why we start off so low is because as long as you got rapport with them, they'll stick around. They're not going to say no and hang up on you. They're going to be like, well, that doesn't really work for us. It's like, okay, well, what does? Let's start to figure out a place. Hey, I can. And the purchase price is where you can wow them with what you offer them for a purchase price.
Okay. Well, I like the strategy. Starting low, and then because you even say you could go up, but you can't go down.
You can never go down, and you want to incentivize them. Like you want them to be like, wait, I don't want to miss out on this $300,000 offer that I've been offering. People have been coming in at
Okay. But you still recommend offering closing costs?
Closing costs is fine, not commissions.
Okay.
A lot of money, and that's covered in the down payment. Their down payment goes to selling it. Like anybody, I don't ever have a realtor.
No equity.
So these sellers are at their wits' end, and they got a realtor to come represent. They pay for it. But it comes out of the down payment.
Terrible interest
So
rate.
my other question is
They got
like, why
6.8
would
interest.
somebody go from $2,200 a month to $500 a month? We just gotta find the right seller, right? Like someone who's in a pickle.
In a pickle, somebody that's desperate, somebody that is just sick and tired of getting called at 1 in the morning because the toilet's leaking. They hate being a landlord sucks. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
So there's personalities. You have to be a people person. You have to be friendly. You have to, there's a lot of stuff that goes along with managing properties.
Yeah, I've done it before, and I had some crazy, there's one lady just threatening to sue the owner over like $300. I'm like, come on, lady, like, move on with your life.
Exactly. No, but there's a ton of that, and so that's why people would do it.
Okay. I think I just needed that little assurance at the end because I just been doing this. I'm like, okay, well, and people were just like, wow, it's just whatever. You know how it is.
Yep.
Cool. I appreciate it.
You guys have great questions. I'm really psyched. I mean, the education here's been amazing. Falcon, what's up?
How's it going, Trev?
Good.
I spoke to an agent yesterday, and I found another portfolio that's being sold.
Okay.
And I checked the buyback criteria for where it's at. A couple of the properties don't
2,000 a month.
the buy boxes. They're 2-bedroom, 1 bath. They're 3-bedroom, 1 bath. They were built like 1945, 1948, kind of that era. So it's like they're just below that threshold. However,
So know that portfolios are set up that there's some really good ones and there's some dumb ones.
It's like, used to be my shit.
So it's kind of the nature
Now,
of a portfolio to have some dogs.
it's acting up.
yeah, that's understandable. When I've looked at most of the properties. It's 29 properties. 20 of them are rented. And all the properties that are rented are being sold for cash offers at the cash offers are 53,000, 49,000, 53,000. So they're just go ahead.
What did they rent for?
Rents
2,087. Rents for 2,030.
one here for rents at $500. I've got a section 8 at 686. Got
So
another
the rents those are pretty low. I mean, we're
About to
right at the
make this call, and I'm just trying to wait because I'm about to be close to ask my situation in here.
Yeah, she said that the rents could be increased to the owner. He's an investor. He's just trying to just offload what he can in the area.
Can you tell me get some noise over there, please?
A little bit of love. It's one of those like that most of them fit kind of the criteria without getting pictures of any insides or anything like that. They all kind of fit the criteria. They just was 2-bedroom, 1 bath as opposed to a 3-bedroom, 1 bath where they were, within 5 years of that 1950s mark.
Yeah, so tell me, for 29 units, how much are they, what's the price?
If they sold it at cash value, 29 units would be at 1.8. There is some wiggle room, but not much.
Be a lot of wiggle room if you're saying they're 50,000 each, and some 29 properties at 50,000 each, it's 1.4.
You've got there's one property for 89,000. There's a couple properties for 39 to 45 that look like they're just vacant shells. based on what I have in the expectancy setting. I can see which ones are vacant, which ones I can just get rid of, kind of cash value. I wasn't sure how to play that one because he wants them gone. He wants kind of the cash value, cash is close to the asking price in cash. So would all together.
Yeah, I'm sure he wants that.
I don't know.
I wouldn't offer more than 1.1, 1.2 is cash value. It does. We got to get this as a deal because he's asking retail price. Sell retail because anybody can get the 1.8.
You want me to send you a couple of the listings real quick, just so you can see one of them to kind of gauge it yourself, or
What you're saying is, there's some that are 50 grand and they're renting for 500. So I mean, we're right within it being valuable, but again, we've got to get it way under what they're asking. 1.8 seems unreasonable for 29 properties. Right? So he's saying the average is 62,000 per property. How many of those are worth 50? Because now you're $12,000. If you have 10 of them, that's 120 grand right there. I mean, I can pick it apart pretty quickly. What I do on these is I just make a little offer, and then at least he has an offer. He can come back. He can be like, oh, I can't like that. Yeah, but I can do it. Or, you know what I mean? So go in it at 1.1. So 37,000 per property. That's probably a little bit more reasonable. If he thinks they're worth 50, he probably thinks they're. I mean, what city? I mean, what state is this?
it's in Georgia.
Okay, yeah, and that, I think you'd be fine doing that. What holds you back from doing that?
Just I'm unsure of the. Yes, I know what said the criteria. Just unsure on if they're already at that kind of threshold of they want cash for them. They look like they've been they've been untouched for 10 or 15 years.
Yeah,
They fit the distressed property. I'm saying they already fit the distressed property, and he's asking 65 or 42 or 48. So he's already asking it already on drastic discount.
Is it though? I mean, these are the 50,000. I mean, are they? Is it a $150,000 place that's 50,000? Well, perfect. Right, but that's going to cost you another 40 grand.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if they were yeah.
We're not figuring in the price of renovated. So I mean, on 29 properties doing renovation, let's just say you're doing $2 grand per or 20 grand per place. You're right there at what 629 times. This is simple math. I don't know why I can't do that. So 580. Right? So there's a ton of money that needs to go into the repairs when you have that volume of places. And he keeps saying he wants to get rid of them. Let's see how much he wants to get rid of them. So start at 1.1 and see what he says. Because what if, everybody goes, well, I don't want to offend him, blah, blah, blah. Well, what if he goes, oh, sweet, okay, I'll take it. Okay, that's what we want.
Yeah. Now, on that, is it? I didn't discuss any type of like seller finance or anything like that with the agent. But is it worth doing the 1.1 as a cash, or hey, here's so and so on payments, just as a backup?
Always. That's seller finance is super desirable in this situation because these probably don't cash flow. Because if you're saying that they get the $50,000 unit gets 500, so now it's 70,000. So it doesn't cash flow. So you need to let them know, hey, as an investor, no investor wants anything that doesn't cash flow, and so be firm on that. But you can't be afraid to make the offer. You've got to be super confident with it, and you've got to be very like, hey, I would love to do more, but these just aren't worth more. I appreciate that this is your life's work and this is what you've built up, but honestly, I've made money off of them for 30 years or whatever it is. They're just not worth what you're saying.
Right. Okay, perfect. As far as on the doing the seller finance on that,
Same criteria.
plug it in the cloud.
Yeah, figure 20% of what rents are is the payment you'll pay them. So that's let's call it place. So 125 basically times 29. Simple math. So you could offer them $3,600 a month. On a 10-year bond.
Then just offering the 1.8 or
no, I mean I'm going to 1.4 at that point. Just to say, I could go. You're starting at 1.1. Say, hey, I could go 1.4.
Right, but
if you're willing to take a set of payments and see what he says. Again, this is all based on his motivation. Because right now he's got them all paid off, and so he's making money off of them.
Yeah.
He's just tired of doing it, and so how tired is he? Maybe it's a situation where he's like, "No, I'm 75. I just want to go to Florida and drink Mai Tais and sit on the beach." It's like, okay, well, I can pay for those Mai Tais every month. I'll give you $3,600 every month. You can drink yourself silly. It's finding his motivation is everything.
yeah.
So that's why we do. Yeah, and that's why we do a low offer is because we want to offer low just to see where he's at. Because if he's like, nope, not doing that. Okay, what would you do? That's your next question.
Okay.
Okay. And go back. Do 1.8, and you're like, well, that's what we already started there. So you really don't want to. You don't want to sell these. If you say you want to get rid of them, getting rid of them would be giving them away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of an a-hole when I negotiate with them, but I have fun with them too. I'm not mean to them. I'm just like, come on, you're saying you want to get rid of them? What's that mean? Explain that to me. Like, help me out.
Yeah.
Okay?
Perfect. Thank you, Trent.
Good luck, bud.
Thanks.
All right, Spankn, what's up?
Hey Trent, how's it going?
Good, you're very sideways.
Oh, yeah, let me turn this thing. Well, I got a quick question because, wait a minute. I think I got it now. I'll figure it out. All right, I have a deal where I know for sure it's negative cash flowing $62 a month, but the interest rate is 2.7, 2.6. Actually, 2.575. That's what it is. 2.575.
Is it beautiful?
It's not the most beautiful. It's done up. It's not beat up or anything like that. But it's only a 2-1, a little under 900 square feet. The seller just sent me the statement today, or the realtor rather, and their PITI payment is $1,006.04 a month. The balance is about $147,000 on it, and they wanted $20,000. I initially offered 12, and told them I couldn't go above 15.
That's a down payment.
Mm-hmm. The total.
How much is
The total purchase price it will be 169,999.
That's what they're asking is 170?
Yeah. Well, 161 technically.
161?
161,000. Yeah. So he pretty much trying to get it sold for to get the mortgage.
And I got transferred to him, but I was wondering, can I have his cell phone so I can text him? He asked on his voicemail to send a
Who is
text
that?
message.
So wait, so I'm looking, it doesn't sound like he has any equity and you're gonna give him $15,000.
Yeah, he does have a small amount of equity. I mean,
Okay, but I want to know how you can prove that he has equity.
well, I can't. No, I can't prove he has equity, and I didn't mean to say that just now. What I meant to say was the down payment was covering, I guess, the commission and whatever was left to him.
Yeah, but the commission's not our problem. In this situation, I would offer nothing down because there's barely any equity. I would ask for this to be zero down. I'd talk to the realtor and say, hey, realtor, this guy's losing his house. He doesn't get anything out of this, and you want to make 10 grand on this? How about I'll take to make the deal work. I'll give you $500 to walk away. And I've done this successfully several times. In fact, one time the realtor took $1 because he felt bad. He's like, I just want this guy to have representation, but you're willing to take over his loan, get him out of this situation. I'll do the same. I'll come in for $1.
Okay.
There is no equity here at all. None, because I don't think the house is worth 161. I think they think it is, but I bet it's worth probably right around what they owe, if not less. So you might be coming in with negative equity. If it doesn't cash flow much, and it's not pristine, then it's not really an equity play, meaning we're not waiting for the price of the house to go up over the next few years.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I would just say offer nothing.
Okay, got it.
Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you're giving too much away, and that's impossible to sell. Nobody's going to want to do that.
Great to know. All right, so how can I word that? Just basically after looking at the mortgage statement.
Well, blame it on me all day long. Say, hey, I talked to one of my advisors, and they said, what, am I crazy? All I can offer is nothing. I'm so sorry. I feel like such a jerk.
Okay.
And they'll say no, and then in a month they'll be like, hey, are you still willing to do that? And you'll be like, yeah.
So we could offer nothing, but we'll still be willing to come and take over.
I think so. I mean, what are the rents again?
Section 8 is 1180.
Yeah, it almost isn't worth it even to do that because it's $10,000. I mean, it's $1,000 a month is what they're paying.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you said?
Yep.
Why is it so much? That's weird. That's a 2.5% interest rate. Not sure why. How long's the mortgage? The 30 years or no?
Yeah, 30 year.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I would walk away
And
because it's not going to cash flow even if it's free. That's what sucks.
yeah, and I think what's making the payment so high because when I look on PropStream, the payment should be about $620, but I don't think PropStream is taking in the taxes and insurance on this payment it's showing me.
At 11, at 1,000.
So
Sorry. And somebody said that in the chat. Yeah, you guys are totally right. I forgot you had a mortgage statement. Usually we don't have a mortgage statement, so that's huge. Okay, so and you said the rents are how much? 1,100?
1180 based off of Section 8.
Okay, so you're coming. Yeah, I mean you get $180 in cash flow basically because that doesn't cover everything that $1,000. It's okay. It's not a huge deal, even though it's a free house. jump on free houses all the time. I would not jump on this.
You wouldn't jump on this even for free?
Even for free, I wouldn't because it's not going to be free. There's closing.
Yeah, but see, and then Section 8 is 1180 and rent cash is 1350.
I wouldn't buy it. Here's the reasons why. You want an assignment fee, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you get a $2,000 assignment fee or something. And closing costs are going to be about $4,000. So there's $6,000 I'm putting into this. I don't want to put $6,000. I want to put, if I was putting $6,000 in, I'd want at least 3 times that in equity. So about 20,000 in equity would be awesome. There's no equity. Okay?
Got it. All right, let me let them know where we stand.
All right.
Thanks, Trey.
Sorry about that.
Nah, we're good. Thanks.
Hey, Kyle, raise your hand and I can bring you up.
All right, guys, so y'all heard that.
Let's see, Kyle's got a quick question. We're gonna let him jump because I guess we've, there he is. What's up, Kyle?
Oh, I was muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Perfect, perfect. Hey, just a quick question. I was looking through, I was going to try my hat at Section 8 last night, so I was just going through some stuff.
Spoke to Trent. After going over the numbers, it's an okay deal. We won't be able to put anything down because of no equity. So if we was to put down 15,000, we would need at least 3 times that in equity if the property is not going to cash flow much. So we're going to put together an email to send to John to let him know our findings. We may still be interested to take over as is, but not with such a big down payment. And if the realtor's expecting a commission when the seller is basically losing money on this deal.
I can't tell you. And even the reason I say that is even if the property you're calling on doesn't fit what you need, they're gonna have pocket listings. And you develop the rapport with those guys, you're gonna be heads and tails above everybody else. Everything I've bought so far has been pocket listings.
Okay.
It wasn't the property I was calling on.
Gotcha, gotcha. Cool, awesome. Much appreciated. Thanks, guys.
Okay. All right, let's see. Freedom Seeker, what's going on? Let me unmute you real quick.
Well, this is a follow-up on the offer.
All right, Freedom Seeker.
All right, it is 12:30, guys. I'm about to wrap up my stream. Not my day. I still got work to do. But I'm going to go work outside and enjoy the sun with the remainder of the work I'm doing today. Well, there's a few calls. Keep this door open for me. Whether there's a few calls or just making some more offers and stuff like that, I want to do it out by the water. You know what I'm saying? By the water. But yo, appreciate it. Everybody that come through, all the likes and subscriptions, man. Y'all the best. Ain't nothing better than y'all YouTubers out there showing love, man. I appreciate y'all. I even let y'all get in on a private Discord that I pay to be a part of, where you can talk to like mentor coaches in real estate to help you when you're working on deals. Because as I said, for a long time I've been doing this, I didn't have all of that access to that. Or when I did, it was costing me thousands of dollars, thousands to talk to these people and get insight. So now with this group, the value is better because it only costs me about $250 a year, $250 a year to be in the group, right? And access to coaches, JV partners, all of these different things you got access to. You right? You know what I mean? So that's not bad, right? PropStream is a subscription that costs about $1,000 a year. If you purchase it for the yearly subscription, they give you a discount. I'm just making sure I'm not signed into anything on these computers like this. Log out of here. My open corporate account. I don't want nobody even getting on here. People don't even know about open corporate. Let's see if my email still comes up. Yep, get rid of that. You don't want that happening. Sign out of there. Remove account. All right. Boom, 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 boom. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the baño. Otro cinco seis. What you gonna do with me today? Refresh. It's gone. Okay, guys. I hope everybody have a good day. Stay blessed and be your best. Peace.